Hello there. Well, on to this and talk to you guys. Hi, it's me again. Aaron's still busy. I'm re-recording this because I wasn't really happy with what I got the first time, and I got cut off. So I'm like, screw it. So this is an update / episode. Cheese 9, 10, somewhere in that area. I don't know. So what I'm going to do is with this episode, I want to talk to you guys, and I want to talk to Aaron. Getting a hold of him lately has been really a drag. And this is also towards some of our friends who I'm like, ooh, co-conspirators. So, this is what I would like to do. Aaron is going to be, I'm going to have to drag Aaron kicking and screaming. That was my notification taking my blood meds, which I did earlier because I'm a good boy. I'm a good boy, 100% good boy, like the dude in the max. And the Pikachu. But the Pikachu doesn't live in the house. He lives over with his mama. So, 18 hours. And you're seeing my cheat sheet, so just so you know. So, what I'm doing is, I looked up some stuff and I'm like, ooh, shiny, ooh, candy, ooh, candy. And I found some stuff just because I was like, ooh, candy. So, I was thinking, and I looked it up, and I was like, ooh, candy. I found this, and I saw a video on some social media. Either, I want to say it was TikTok. And not here. It could have been Facebook. I'm not 100% sure. So I found out that there's a very large casino in Northern California, about 300 and some miles away, near Sacramento. I was like, I wouldn't mind going there. But I gotta figure out a way to make the trip A, viable, have a reason to go other than just going to the casino, and bundle a bunch of stuff together and make one trip. How can I put this gently? I am afraid of Donner Pass. I've been over it twice going west and about 1.5 times coming east. Long story, I don't want to talk about it. There was a couple adventures involving Donner Pass, and I wouldn't mind forgetting that stuff. Okay. So some of the stuff I would like to do with Aaron and this channel is I'd like to take you guys out and share the things. Basically, this is going to be a sharing channel. I want to share the stuff that I like, and I want Aaron to share the stuff that he likes and the stuff that we both like, which is, well, I can't make it work, but if I could, I would. Anime, gambling, and wild women. Figure that out, how they get that to fit into the lyrics of cigarettes and whiskey and wild women. I don't know. Okay, MJ, yeah, sure, wild woman. So as I know, has never been to a National Hockey League game. I have seen the majority of the National Hockey League. Either in their current franchise, either in their current form or a former form of the franchise. Like, I have seen the Mammoth, but it was when they were the Arizona Coyotes. When they were the Coyotes. I've seen the Calgary. No. The Winnipeg Jets. The Winnipeg Jets when they were the Atlanta Thrashers. Here's the three that I have not seen in any form. And the one kills me. Because it's one of the founding members of the league. I have never seen in person a hockey game featuring the Detroit Red Wings. I have seen the Rangers, the Islanders, the Bruins, the Montreal Canadiens, and the Toronto Maple Leafs. But never ever have I seen a hockey game in person with the Detroit Red Wings. And that hurts. It's on my to-do list. I have not seen in their current form the Utah Mammoth. I want to see that. I have not seen the two newest members of the league, either the Seattle Kraken or the Las Vegas Knights. And the Las Vegas Knights are roughly 323 miles as the crow flies south of here in Vegas. Pretty much on this, right off the strip. I've been by there a couple times. But I have never, ever seen them play. I have been here where the Mammoth played at the Delta Center several times. In fact, last year, me and Aaron and I should say, went to Annex, and it was pretty much walking distance from where we were at for the convention to the Delta Center. It's like just go down the street, it's there. Woohoo! Yeah, I'm not really thrilled with the location of that place because it just. I'm sorry, I have PTSD from traffic flow from Three River Stadium and the Pittsburgh Civic Arena. Also, I'm going to make a note. There's a video on here talking about some of the worst NHL arenas in the league, and they pretty much bitch out the home of the Florida Panthers. I'm going to take a second here. I'm going to talk about that. You're a moron. The reason why I'm going to say I'm calling this dude a moron is because I used to work there. Like 22 or so years ago, I worked for a company called Pattrick Sports and Entertainment Group. And I do not represent the company in any way, and I do not speak for the company in any way. With that said, I was basically a janitor during concerts and hockey games and other type of events at that arena. One of his beefs was there's no public transit. Yes, there is public transit because I've taken public transit to get there. There is one of the largest malls in the state of Florida. Right across the street. It's a giant fucking tourist trap. And to be honest, truthful, and respective to everybody that's watching this or will watch this, we had some really dark jokes about that. And the 3 seasons of Florida. Hurricane, not hurricane, and tourist. Why do you consider a tourist season? Because it's all year round. And we used to joke that we wanted to, we could go hunt off the top of the building because it's just right across the street, through the parking lot and across the street is this big mall. And, Florida Fish and Game regulations say you can hunt baited land as long as it's baited all year round. Well, it was. Yeah. We're bad. We were bad. I don't know if we were talking about the unaliving of tourists, or I know I shouldn't be joking about this because it's bad, but I wouldn't do that. It's because we were bored. With that said, yes, it was at the end of the county, but it had public transit. They had plenty of parking. All the problems he complained about were like, you never lived there. Where are you from? You don't know this place. I really wish the public transit system in Boise was as good as it is in Broward County, where Fort Lauderdale, Hollywood, Virginia Beach, Sunrise, Plantation, Pembroke Pines, all that good stuff is. Because they ran 7 days a week from the crack of dawn to like 11 o'clock, 11 o'clock every day of the week. Except Sunday. Sunday would start later, but they would still run late. And yeah, I still have questions why they would only go out to the mall and not back from the mall after like 9 o'clock. Go figure. Don't want to know. No, don't live there. Not my clowns, not my circus. So, okay, so what I'm doing is I came up with some stuff I want to do with Aaron between now and the end of 2026. And bring you guys along. Guys, you guys are important. So, I would like to go take Aaron to Salt Lake City around on December 10th to see the Mammoth host the Florida Panthers. The current back-to-back Stanley Cup champion Florida Panthers. I never thought I was going to be able to say that. By the way, the last time there was I was thinking about something else, but but they made the finals the last 3 seasons. The last time someone made the finals and lost in the finals one year and came back and won it the next year. The last time I remember somebody doing that was a few years back with the Pittsburgh Penguins. So, I would like to see them too. So, I got this list here. I don't want to do anything after that for a bit because I got stuff going on. I'd like to go with him and maybe stay at the Excalibur or maybe the MGM Grand. New on the Bellagio. Yeah, I would like to take Aaron down there and pretend we're Danny Ocean and the boys. But that ain't gonna happen. But I'd rather go down and go March 9th through the 13th and see Vegas host the Pittsburgh Penguins, the 5-time Stanley Cup champion Pittsburgh Penguins. Partially owned by NHL Hall of Famer and Pittsburgh Penguin great, Mario Lemieux. That team. So I'm like, oh, that'd be cool. I'm going down for a couple days, go do some gambling, have a little good time, see a hockey game. Ooh. Okay, hold on a second here. Okay, so hold on a second. I'm still recording, so it's. I have my light in the kitchen here. My light's in the kitchen, set to a timer, and I thought I had more time, but I didn't. Again. So I apologize that you can't really see me, but you can hear me. So hold on here. I'm going to get right here in just a second. Ta-da! So, as I was saying, and waste some time. March 19th, 9th through the 13th, go down to Vegas, have a good time, continue on my quest to acquire something I've been wanting for a while now. One of those things that I got attached to when I lived in Florida. An adult beverage called Amstel Light. I know. I shouldn't be. But I want it. So, I'm going to go down, gather some Amstel Light, go gamble, hoot and holler with Aaron, and maybe somebody else, maybe some other people. Maybe the Scott. You know the Scott? Okay. So we're gonna do that. Okay, besides the Scott. I don't know. Maybe we'll figure something out. Go down, get a nice hotel, nice place, go light up and have fun for a couple days. Then come home. Then I want to kidnap him in May. And maybe some other people. And spend May 14th through the 18th. Some of this time at the Thunder Valley Casino in Lincoln, California, one of the largest casinos that I know of, according to this one video I saw that I previously mentioned, in Lincoln, California. So I want to go there, check it out, review it, kind of go, woo! We're here, because, you might want to go too, if you can go there. So, that sounds cool, right? I want to look at maybe doing a couple anime conventions. Maybe Sierra Nevada Anime Fans Unite. Maybe Fan X next year. Maybe yet another trip to Vegas for the Star Trek convention there. And if I could afford it, I would love to go stir around like the cock of the walk in those fine, sweet-looking dudes they introduced with Star Trek II, the Wrath of Khan, talking about that monster maroon jacket, the collared shirt underneath, the black slacks, them badass, and those nice boots. Ooh, man who came up with that design, oh, I don't know what it is. I just love that uniform design. I can't get over it. I like it. It's very militaristic. It's got all the good marks. I just gotta find someone to make one for my Pattrick. Even if I could do it, I would have the regular Monster Maroon jacket and that sweet bomber jacket that Jimmy Doohan was rocking in Voyage Home, or maybe that vest from Six. So, just saying, one of those do some convention because that's just fun. Well, I just mentioned, besides going to the casino in California, I wouldn't mind going in, what is it, going to, while we're in California, going to a couple athletics games. I don't want to call them the Oakland A's because they're not in Oakland anymore, but still wouldn't mind going to see the A's play. Haven't seen them. And in a couple of years, they're going to be in Las Vegas. Which is only that's a crow fly, it's like 330 miles away. You know what I'm saying? Same. Mm-hmm. But next year, in fact, next June, they're going to have their first homestand from, I believe, the 8th through the 10th is the first 3 home games of the Las Vegas A's. Is that what they're going to be called? I hope. That sounds cool. At this AAA stadium in Vegas, where the Area 51s play, I believe. Here's where they're playing. They are not playing the Big Run Brewers. Of course, I would pay to see that any day of the week. Especially if you got out the old timers, like my cousin Dave. Yeah, that's a long story, but maybe we'll tell that another time. But no, they're playing Milwaukee Brewers. They're playing and hosting the Brewers. So close this year to the World Series. It wasn't funny, and they were doing it for you. And I wouldn't mind. I mean, I would have loved to see them with you, but I'll go without the youth. But it won't be the same. So now, this might be a trip with Aaron. This might not be a trip with Aaron. It might not even happen because I don't know. Because it deals with me. I'm contemplating if I get the right answer from the government about my disability case, if I get approved and I get whatever back pay they give me, hopefully it's enough, it's a lot, there's a chance I might be going with or without Aaron on a week-long cruise in the beginning of July with Chris and Owen Edwards over at Ear Magic on their group cruise to Alaska on Virgin Voyages on this ship called the Brilliant Lady. I'm kind of jacked about that. I'm like, yeah, if I can make this work, I might go. Go up to Seattle, get on a boat, go out to sea, make videos, be a good boy and not tell off-killer jokes on camera. or around Chris when he's streaming or something or videoing and having a good time. It's one of my wife's sites. So I might do that. If I do that, cool. If not, I'll get on the next one. So I'm like thinking of taking Carolyn. I've been helping her with her channel over at Carolyn_Peanut here on YouTube. I'll put a link on there so you can go click on her name and go, ooh, what's she got? Ooh, candy. Ooh, candy. Ooh, candy. So I'm having fun. Are you having fun? Because I'm having fun. So that would be from August 16th through 22nd. I did put a request in with my friends over at Your Magic Travel Agency. So I'm gonna mention them a couple times. So I'm gonna talk. If the stars align, yes, we're going. We're gonna go to Disney World for 5 days, and we're gonna go see all the parks. I'm gonna take enough equipment. I'm gonna go at least 1 or 2 phones, a gimbal, a camera. We might live stream from the parks. Go down, make content like for here, for her, for my other channel, my channel, not this channel, and generally have a good time. So where are we now? Oh, we're still in August. Okay. So next year, September, what am I going to? Phoenix with Aaron. Now, you're wondering why am I saying Aaron a lot? Because I don't like going places by myself. I do like going places and meeting up with friends, but I really like going with friends to places to meet up with other friends because it's more comfortable. It's just a thing for me. Yeah. Now, yes, I would like to go take Aaron to an NFL game because he hasn't been. Also, I wouldn't mind going to see a PSU game again. I have seen a PSU game in person. I have seen a Penn State game in person. I've seen many PSU games in person while working, but only one time as actually a spectator. Yeah, I actually used to work for a company that has a contract with PSU to provide services. Yeah. Yes, I was one of those yellow shirted guys that you might see in the crowd somewhere. Yeah, I actually seen what the even better part is about this deal is. The game that I did see was when Kellen Moore was still playing for BSU. Now he's a head coach at for New Orleans Saints. I saw him play. I saw a whole bunch of some of those other guys play in 2010. Yeah, all 2010. I won tickets from a radio station who had a partnership with what used to be the Holiday Inn on Vista in Boise. I got tickets. I got a pair of tickets. I got a limo ride, a ride back from the game. We sat in I want to say it wasn't the luxury box, but it was the club's level seating there. It was a Tuesday night. It was against Louisiana Tech, Terry Bradshaw's alma mater, by the way. And It was cold, it was windy, it was wet. It was a horrible night. Yeah, shoot, just fish in a barrel. That was the good part. The weather and them having the windows to this ginormous room open. I'm like, why? These do close. I know they close. I've seen them close. Why are they open? But I never found out why. Because, duh. So I wouldn't mind going to see a football game or two with Aaron. Before you say, oh, you're going to see the Raiders play? Maybe. But most likely, if we see them, we're going to be seeing them somewhere other than at Allegiant Stadium because the ticket prices for that building are just redunculous. They're ludicrous. They're guano crazy. You know, if you know, you know. I mean, yeah, there's a song. Insane in the Brain? Yeah. So, yeah, I'm like, no. I can't afford $300 a piece ticket to go and see a football game. I'm not going to pay that. But I will pay a little to go see somebody else play that I have interest in. I was going to show a picture of the nearest football stadiums here, but to where we live, to where I live and where Aaron lives in the NFL, but the camera and the GPS I have just don't want to get the focus right so you can read it. So here's the nearest football stadiums to Elko. Hopefully I'm going to get them in the right order. There is the Allegiant Stadium. Raiders play. It's like 330 miles away. As the crow flies. Mind you, all the miles are about as the crow flies, not actual mileage. Because the GPS doesn't calculate, the road. All that good stuff. It's here, you're here, this is the difference. Levi Stadium, which is in Santa Clara, or Santa Clarita, which is in Northern California. You got vampires. Then the nearest one after that is SoFi Stadium, which is in Inglewood, California, which is a suburb of Los Angeles, and it hosts both the Rams and the Superchargers, formerly of San Diego. The next team nearest stadium is in Phoenix. And then it goes to Denver, and then Lumen Field where the Seahawks play. I'm sorry, I'm going to give shade to the Seahawks forever and a day for that one play in the Super Bowl. Second and goal. Cool. We have one of the greatest running backs in the league ever. Great. We're playing one of the craftiest teams in the history of the league, who may or may not be shady. I'm looking at you, though, Belichick, Tom Brady, et al. And I believe it was Pete Carroll. Correct me if I'm wrong. But instead of going, Marshall, here's the ball, take it in, they pass. second down and like 2 yards. Like tush push, tush push. Let's activate beast mode and tush push. We throw, and guess what happens? Oh shit! Pick. We got an interception. It's New England's ball. We're out of time. Game over. You suck. So, now we're talking later next year. Put that down for a second. Now. I do want to take Aaron to a cup race. I would actually like to take him to a weekend of racing in NASCAR. I either see trucks, Xfinity, and cup racing, or Xfinity and cup racing. I don't know. I gotta talk to him and figure out which one he would want to go to, because there's lots of good choices, including classy and sunny San Diego in June. But I also would like to take him to a national meet for the National Hot Rod Association, because I have never been to one. I have been to events, division meets, and other special meets at Firebird Raceway, which is in Idaho. It's above Eagle, where Aaron, when I first met Aaron, he was living. No, he wasn't living there, but his parents still live there, and his brother lives there. So it's like a little short drive from their house to the racetrack. It's a nice facility. But I would like to go see. I get giggly. I'm getting giggly with this good stuff, right? So, I would like to go take him to a national meet. That's where all the pro classes run. You got pro stock motorcycle, pro mod. There's a stock challenge class, pro stock motorcycle, pro stock car. Which basically it's a, the best way to put it is pro stock is basically they take a car, they put all the nice safety gear in it, then they shoe in a 500 cubic inch big block and then go, yeah, and do all kinds of crazy stuff. This class is the godfather of this class is a guy named Bill Jenkins, who did crazy things. Yeah, I've heard crazy things about him. It's like, he did what? With a what? And a what? And he made it work? Okay. So, after the pro stock car class, there it gets even crazier. They only run 1,000-foot races for safety. I'm talking where chemical science, and metallurgy, alchemy, and a whole bunch of other crazy stuff gets mixed together. And then they go race the car. Top fuel dragster and top fuel funny car. Basically, there's slight differences, but they run pretty much the same tires, run the same motor, run the same fuel, and they make a glorious sound. And all the time, they make a really beautiful show at night. You like, uh, you will like nitro in that thing. Talk to you. He's like, act like. Flames that long. Very volatile fuel. There's parts they only use once, and then they get discarded. There's parts that don't even last half the race before they're just gunk. Some of the physical attributes about those engines are just mind-bending. Like, okay, streetcars. Streetcars have turbochargers. Some of them have superchargers. They have a supercharger that takes, which should normally be a gas, a fume of oxygen and fuel, compresses it enough that it becomes almost a solid. And then it forces that into the combustion chamber, and then it gets detonated either by the spark plug or the engine just dieseling everything because the spark plug has checked out of the chat long ago. This is the class where they say they showed the cars exploding, blowing over, doing all kinds of, and yet they walked away. So, there's that. Plus all these other things. And I want to say this now. I am hard pressed to find a better ticket package than going to a national event or any division meet in the NHRA. And before you go, why? Okay. You go to a baseball game, or a football game, or a hockey game. You're just stuck in the stands. You go to a cup race, you can upgrade and do things. Some of them allow you to go down, like, before the race and kind of walk around the track a little bit. If you get an additional fee, you can go down to the road, go in the pits, go into the garage area, and all this other stuff. With the National Hot Rod Association, you buy any ticket, even the cheapest general admission 1-day pass. It's a pit pass. You can go anywhere, almost anywhere on the property, as long it's open to the general public. Bathrooms, yeah. You can go over by the control tower. You know where the press is. You can go by the press, the TV people's trailers. You can go to each and every one of the competitors' pit stalls and watch them work on their car between rounds. You can talk to the drivers. You can go, hey man, how's it going? To like their crews and all these other things that you can do. But it's included in that cost of the ticket. Like I said, I am hard pressed to find any other sporting event or any other place that you get so much exclusive access for the price. A weekend pass at Las Vegas for either meet this year was less than $160 for a general admission 3-day pass. Like Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I don't think they have I don't think there's a 4-day pass for it, but but it's like it's like woo. Plus, it's in Vegas. Okay. So I post to Facebook. I comment. I haven't really made a lot of TikTok videos, but I am on TikTok. I hinted at something on a post when I shared one of the other episodes on Facebook that I was kind of tempted because I wouldn't mind going to see some festival and some other stuff with Aaron and taking the channel along with, taking you with, eh? So one of them, and I hinted heavily on this one, is an annual event in Pennsylvania, not too far from my home, where I was born and I was raised, where a fair amount of my relatives live. Oh, dude, hey, Douglas, Mary Kay, Nancy, Brad, Dana, Aurora, Jason, Monkey Schimmel, and Clayton Von Claude, and Linda Galatine, and all you guys. Hi. So yeah, I'm like, maybe dragging Aaron and making a return to go home in the beginning of February. Maybe not next year, but maybe 2027. Why? I wouldn't mind making a return to a scene of a crime. I could have bitch slapped Bill Murray. No, I wouldn't do that. But a while, there was a day, many years ago, I was in the same place as Bill Murray. And I could have yelled, "Hey, Billy! What's happening? Where's my nickel?" Or something. My dad and I, one year, decided we were going to skip a family function. I can't remember if we skipped the family function for that. No, we didn't skip it for that. We decided we were going to go to Punxsutawney and see Bill. Because we're both like, I've never done that. Want to do it? Hell yeah. Oh yeah. So we got up, went down to what used to be a shop and save, parked the car, got on a bus, and rode up to Gobbler's Knob. Got off and proceeded to freeze. And my memory of it is really good because halfway decent memory. The way to describe it is the Fremont experience was in somebody's on the edge of somebody's field performing inside the tree line, and there was more burn barrels and less lighting and more college kids playing pass the bottle. That's pretty much it. It's music, noise, shenanigans, and yeah, it's a good time. So Murray described it as like Mardi Gras without the people puking off the balconies. And I'm going to take that as his word on that because I know he's been to Mardi Gras and he did that for work. Saturday Night Live. So, okay, so I talked about that. Yeah. So, what I want you guys to do in the comments, please tell me something that you would like to see us do. Either me and the fam, my extended family, or me and Aaron, or me, Aaron, and somebody else. What would you like to see us go adventure on? I want to do more most of my content I want to produce is either going to be gambling, eating, because I like to eat, sports related, and some family fun related stuff that it interests me. Then I'm gonna let Aaron drag me into some of his interests. And I also want to, I miss going to conventions. I really do. And I had a decent time. I wasn't really feeling all that great when I went to FanX in 2024. I was very overweight. I'm still very overweight, but I'm losing weight. I'm working on that. I was closer to 400 pounds now, if not higher. Then, and I was having problems with some lymphedema issues and more of some of my joint and hip and joint stuff, and I need to go and work on getting more endurance for standing and walking and that kind of stuff. But I want to go do some more conventions because I had fun. I miss going to the convention. It's going to sound crazy because if you know me, you know me. I miss Anime Oasis. I really, really do. It was a really good time. One year I volunteered for Borneo and Pandemonium. I worked pretty much the entire convention. I was on shift, just like give me something to do. If I wasn't sleeping, I was doing something for somebody. Or I was just roaming around going, hey, you need help? You okay? Can I help you with something? Or just kind of just being there. And I got a round of applause from pretty much all the department heads of Pandemonium Night. Because I volunteered. I paid for my ticket. I didn't get a comp ticket. The only thing I used of somebody else's that wasn't mine because I couldn't really afford it. I pretty much went to the hotel and I stayed there the whole weekend. And I had money for food. I barely had enough money for food. But I survived on what I had, and other people's good name. And I stayed in the con room at the Pandemonium had that, which is one of the holodrum seats rooms. And I had a good time. I miss Anime Oasis, I really do. I really miss Pandemonium. I really, really feel sorry for Boise. Because there's no really great venue in Boise. I mean, there's good places, but it's for some reason or other it's prohibitive. I saw a post that my good friend Borneo posted from this one convention. My opinion. I gave my opinion. I said, this is the issue. This is your choices. This is your options, and you have to live within these options and the restrictions that these options come with. Because what used to be the Holiday Inn, it's now 3 hotels, and most likely within the next year or so, it's that property, that piece of land is going to be demolished and redeveloped. And me, it upsets me. It does. It makes me sad. Then there's the Grove Hotel and the Boise Center. Either one of those would be a good option. The best would be if you could get both, but the problem is, from what I've heard from those who know, I think I spoke with Jeremy about this. If he wants to sprout off and say something, Jeremy Lopet and I, we're talking. We're not the best friends, but we will. We're friends on Facebook, and we will communicate. And if I have something for him, I'll gladly give some information. Because he's running, not a convention, but he's running an anime business, and he's also running this arcade in Nampa. I'm like, that's cool. With that said, I will help out friends. I will help out people. He buried the hatchet between me and him a long time ago. He said to me that one of the main problems with the Grove Hotel, and one of the reasons why he discontinued Anime Oasis wasn't the cost to him to rent the event space. It wasn't that or it wasn't his financial burden that caused it. It was the date restrictions that the Boise Grove had, because one of the primary tenants was probably something that they own. The Idaho Steelheads in May could there's a possibility they could be playing playoff hockey when Anime Oasis happens, and that would be a problem. So that's one issue. And the other issue is they said, hey, pretty much they would not go and cut better room rates for Jeremy's attendees, for the people who were paying the bills for Anime Oasis to come and stay at their hotel. Stay at the hotel and be at the event, be at Anime Oasis, be at this venue, so it's more convenient for them, and they, people who are late teens, early 20s, up to 30, they're hard pressed to come up with the money to pay, 4 or 5 nights at $150 a night without breaking several rules. So a lot of attendance issues because of that. There's another hotel. I don't know what it's called anymore. Last I heard was the Riverside. It's pretty much at the tail on the one end of Chittenden Boulevard, where it goes underneath Fairview and I-184. The problem with that is it's got space. It's got plenty of space. It's just ownership management issues. And this boils down to my opinion of they're not eager enough and they're not greedy enough. They're fine with what they can get right now, but hey, if we could sell out a room block, sell out fill your event space, fill up your, sell a good 100 plus rooms in your hotel, and have your restaurants filled for 3-4 days. And you're like, we don't want that. No. We don't want the Star Trek. We don't want the Trekkies. We don't want the crazy furry kids. We don't want none of that crap. Money. Money. Now, like I said, there's like one more spot. Well, technically there's two, but the one, because I know what I know, and I know what's there, because I used to work there. And that one boils down to the same problems that people have with Expo Idaho. There's not enough space, there's not enough visible space, so it's not cross-contaminating and doing all kinds of things that make people go, this sucks, screw you guys, I'm going home. That's the Fort Idaho Center. There is a solution with Expo Idaho, but it also costs more money because you need to go get like a bunch of tents that you would have for an outside wedding reception, and you would have to pretty much in the area around the Expo Idaho buildings that are there build up event rooms with these tents. Now, the last choice, which is one of the better ones, but it's going to have restrictions, and they might not do it. They might want to overcharge, and some other stuff. It's a civic center. Why? Because we know it works. It could be bigger, yes. Like, more is good. But what we have, basically, if somebody could go in there and get the space rented, I'm not even put even money on that one. I know for a fact. If whoever got that type of a good enough deal to go, yeah, I'll sign a contract on that. They can walk up, they can get a hold of Borneo and go, hey man, can you help me out? I need ideas how to work this space. Or people who work for Borneo at Bandwagon will go, yeah, I can help you with that. Oh, I know how to do that. I know how to do that. I know how to do that. I know this, that. You're good. Just go sell the con. But there's other stuff, and I'm sorry. There's too many people think that they know what they have. They know better, or they think they could do better, but end up crapping a bit. But I'm rambling. So I said my piece. I said my spread. I want everybody to know that I enjoy making this content. I enjoy going out and doing things with you guys, and I want to bring my later years into your house, and what I want to do is I want to share the things that I like, and I know Aaron wants to share the things that he likes. And I want to leave some prosperity for my kids and their kids, and so on and so on, so that people will remember my generation, the generation before me, and the generation after me, for things that people probably wouldn't remember us for. But with that said, I'm gonna let you guys go. I'm gonna go edit this really quick and render it, toss it up on our channel, and hopefully you're watching it, and I hope you learned something. There is one thing I didn't mention on this, but it's been on my mind. It's been on my heart. 26 years ago, this past August, two people I was friends with and I rode. I didn't drive, but they drove, and I rode from Indiana, Pennsylvania, up through Pennsylvania. They took a different route than I would have taken, but I just freaking lived there. So we went from where I was living, and my dad was living, in Indiana to Toronto, Ontario, Canada. And we spent the weekend in Toronto. We stayed at what is now the Hyatt Regency, King Street. It was the Holiday Inn then. And then you're thinking, that's it. What's for people going to Holiday Inns and having good times? We went to a couple comic books. We went to a comic book store. We went to one pub. We actually went to a couple pubs. We ate fancy foods. We went to an amusement park in Ontario, which is kind of cool. I like amusement parks, but we had fun. I overquoted Aliens. Hey, learn me what we can have on it. I want to go back. I want to go back to that hotel, try to find where this one pub was, find where that comic book store was. Then go to some of the places that I didn't get to go to because we went and did other crap. I wouldn't mind going to see the Hockey Hall of Fame, the Rogers Center, and go back to the CN Tower, the Canadian National Tower, which is right next to the Rogers Center, which used to be the Sky Tower. Yeah, I would need to get. That's one of those trips I got to really plan in advance and save up my nickels and dimes, get a passport and all that crap. But I would like to go with Aaron and maybe Scott and who knows, maybe MJ, some other friends. Just kind of go out there and honor the people I went with, and do things. I would like to see some of my other friends that I haven't seen in a very long time. Some of my family, and introduce the people that are important in my life to the other people that were important in my life. Aaron and his girlfriend MJ, Scott, Bradley, Borneo. There was some other people that are important in my life, or have been, or will, or have been, or are important in my life. That I definitely want to see again. I reached out to someone I used to communicate with a lot back in the day, and I haven't heard back from her. She's a little bit older than me, and I don't know. Because I found her on Facebook, and I don't know if which side of the crash. So, with that said, please comment. Please let us know what you would like to see. Please, 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 like this video. Please comment. Please share. Please subscribe. I need to go and look into the membership options for this channel, so when we do go and do live stuff, that the important, I don't want to say most important, everybody's important. The ones who are our biggest raw supporters, they have recommended. I am probably going to open up a Patreon for this page. We have a wish list on Amazon. Yes, there's some stuff on there that's equipment. And there's some stuff that is like list stuff. It's like, oh, we got to let Fonse. But back to that being said, we appreciate you. I care about you, and I hope that you enjoy what you see enough that you do share us and get us some comments. Give us some type of support. So have a good night. It's now about 20 to 10 on Monday, October 27th. Friday is Halloween. If I don't make any more content between now and then, Happy Nevada Day. Happy Nevada Week. And have a good night. Be careful out there. Have a good day tomorrow and an even better one the day after.
What do you say when there are no words? Feel a song that's never been heard. How do you know when you hear the call? What do you do when you've done it all? Cannonball. 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 It's not what you do, it's how you do it. Be anything you want to be. It's not what you got, it's how you use it. You be you and I'll be me. It's just a matter of style. You can't fake it. Mile after mile, feeling free. If you got the soul, you can make it. Move 'em out. Let 'em roll from sea to shining sea. Ball, cannonball. What do you do when the mountain is there? How do you answer the challenging day? When your back's against the wall, what do you do when you've done it all? Cannonball. 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 It's not what you do, it's how you do. Be anything you want to be. It's not what you got, it's how you use it. You be you and I'll be me. It's just a matter of style. You can't fake it. Mile after mile, feeling free. If you got the soul, you can make it. Move 'em out. Let 'em roll.